Quiet today in the garden. I see you. 5 of you. Quiet in the garden. Too quiet. Too quiet. Oh my gosh. Well, hello, Chris. Hey, there we go. Welcome, Chrissy. Always love to see you. Always glad you are here, babe. Come on now, love. Lord's last dues, and you and Sugars, Sugar Lily, Sugar Mountain, Mountain Lilies on the moon. Remember? How's your, well, hope you're having a good weekend. I promise. No singing in this one, guys. No, I'm not going to sing in this one. I promise. Oops. Oh, did I see out right? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, sometimes I'm not literal. I'm not literal sometimes. Welcome, TT Snap. Dylan's paintings. Oh, really? No, but we should probably maybe look at them, huh? Are they good? Are they are they like Van Gogh kind of weird shit, or like not Van Gogh? Van Gogh's actually beautiful, brilliant. What are they like? Stabbing people with a knife or anything like that? Nah, no, nothing like that. Oh, they're scary. Hey, we should look at them then. That sounds interesting. I'll tell you what, I like Turvy, but he gets a little, it's getting a little dry, but it's important. It's important. But it's a little dry sometimes. Now, where are we doing? All right, let's check it out. Let's see if we can find it. How's that? Let's see if we can find it. Dylan's drawing. And I like to do drawings. Okay. Dylan Mortonson. Prime suspect. Drawings. What's the ID? WHFNCK. Fuck. All right, hang on.
Next is Dylan Mortonson.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. All right, hang on. What is it? WHFNCK. WMGP. Okay, what? Karmic retribution.
Got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this
Oh,
one you
hello.
say. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one.
Okay, hang on. All right. When was this? Now, when was this? Oh, this is 8 months ago. 8 months ago. All right. Oh, okay. I did see some of them. I don't think I've seen any up close, but interesting. All right, how about this? Quick break. And we'll start with that. I was going to start with making toast and jelly, but we can start with that. Seriously, I was gonna start with making toast and jelly, guys. Like this. And coffee. Quick break. I promised you I will not sing anymore. I will not sing anymore. Yeah, well, hey, God, just to warn you, Master Nature, now this only happens like once every 10 years, okay? They have this special harvesting that happens, and then somehow Master Nature gets his hands on, Moroccan, now this is Moroccan, like grape moon dust. It's very rare. It's a rare form of Moroccan moon dust. Like, it's only harvested like once every 10 years on the moon, guy. Yeah, it's called Moroccan grape moon dust, guy. That's right. Thanks, Tyrone. I don't think they needed to know that. Yes, they do, Master Nature. They fucking need to know it. Yes, they do. You try to hide shit, and then things get all jacked up. You hide stuff, things get all jacked up, Master Nate. Come on. Master Nature, question. Why do you lock the door back when you know you're going to go right back out the door in 10 fucking minutes? You're weird, Master Nature, I'll tell you what. All right, here we go. Now, let's check this out there, okay, TT? Let's check it out. I was going to leave with, I led with toast and jelly and coffee, but, all right, here we go. All right, let's check it out. Shall we? Karmic retribution. Fuzzies. Karmic retribution. This is 8 months ago, so I guess we're going to look at her. Maybe we zoom on in. Let's see what happened here.
She had 11 to her chest, neck, and like torso area, and 3 to her upper extremities. So I thought about her eyes too. I was like, was her eyes stabbed? But somehow or another, Kaylee's eyes had not been stabbed. Kaylee did have really bad facial damage. Some of her teeth were missing. Several were broken. And she had 2 subdural hematomas to her head. So her nose was broken badly.
Yeah, so that, for me, it was outrage because my daughter was fighting up to her very last breath.
And you keep it sweat, that's one you'll save. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave. If I show you, then no, you won't tell what I said. Cause 2 can keep a secret, 1 the other instead. Got a secret, can you keep it sweat, that's one you'll save. Better lock it.
All right, guys, all right.
Taking this one to the grave.
All right. I get. Okay, cool. Welcome, Mrs. John. Welcome. Wow. Interesting. Again, you know, we talked at length in our opinion about what was going on with Mortonson. Yeah. A lot of issue. Yeah, just, hey. I think she had, again, opinion, but I think she had some severe issues. And those severe issues got worse when she got into that house. I'm curious to see what others would say her behavior was when she was a freshman, because I believe she lived in the dorms when she was a freshman, there. So I'd be curious to see what her roommate there would have to say about her, or anybody else who interacted with her. I think she lived in the dorms. So, I believe that's true, and if that's true, I would really like to know what her floor mates thought of her, or her roommate. I'd really like to know what they would say about her. I would almost guarantee that you would hear some really crazy fucking stories from those people. Just my opinion on that. Thank you, TT, for suggesting that. Welcome, MSA, to 114. Jennifer's body. Sorry, Mrs. John. Well, it's probably because, I don't know. I don't know. Is there a bell? Keep the bell on or something. I don't give much notice, so that's also my problem. Remember? I don't give really any notice, guys. So that's, again, my problem, my fault. But I kind of like that, though, too. Anyway, I feel it's too pretentious. You know what I mean? That's why I don't do that, because I feel it's pretentious to be like, in an hour from now, we're gonna have a live show, guys, and you better fucking be there. It's gonna be an hour from now. Great, get some popcorn. Guys, to me, that's way too pretentious, guys. Isn't that her? What do you mean? Oh, it. Oh, it. I get it. You mean Goonie Goo Goo. All right, I love you. Hey, I know what you're talking about because you're my God. Hey, God, I have a serious question now. Do you think in like 20 years from now, people are going to stumble upon our videos here, our lives in the garden, and be like, God damn, that was the greatest show on the face of the planet, and that was the greatest garden. Man, I wish I could have been how did I miss that? I could have been a part of the garden. Do you think that might happen? All right, baby. All right. Spontaneous. That's correct. Spontaneous. Maybe a little too spontaneous, though. It makes no sense, guys, because, again, what Dylan Mortonson supposedly heard and saw in that house, guys, it does not line up with what was actually found there. That is the biggest problem with Mortonson. That's why she should be locked up, guys. It's not about the little, yes, there's a lot of little bullshit with her, but the main problem with her is, maybe I've never mentioned this to you, and you already know this probably, but the main issue with Dylan Mortonson and her fucking testimony and her statements is that what she is supposedly describing doesn't line up with the crime scene. That is the biggest problem in this case, especially with her. So again, we started this, but there are three huge issues with this case. Number one, the whereabouts of Ethan and Xana. That's number one. Number two is Murphy the dog. That's the second biggest problem with this case. Number three is the entirety of Dylan Mortonson herself. She is number three all by her lonesome. Any angle you want to take with her, she's her own problem. So, yeah. So that is number three in Moscow's greatest hits of fuck-ups and horrible investigation. That's number three, by the way. We didn't develop that list fully yet, but we tried it. We're getting there. So yeah, Dylan Mortonson encompasses a category all unto herself. Number 3. Look, there's nobody crying in the bathroom, guys. Look, that's just one example. There's nobody crying in the bathroom. Who's crying in the bathroom, guys? Nobody is crying in a bathroom anywhere. That's just a small example of her story not matching what's going on here in the house and the crimes themselves. Moscow. That is the biggest problem with Dylan Mortonson. Yeah, don't get me wrong. All the other crazy shit is too. You know, she's a loon, okay? In my opinion, she's a goddamn loon, okay? Yeah, those drawings are fucking weird. They are. They're fucking weirdo drawings. You know, it's very strange. Whatever. She's definitely not an artist. I mean, she's definitely not a fucking artist. I gotta say that. You know what I mean? So whatever. But I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, I want to show you this. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. But I did like this. And actually, what I'm going to show you next actually fits very well here with what TT Snap suggested here with what we just saw. I think the next piece actually fits very well with it. It's a nice little jigsaw puzzle piece here that fits together nicely here. I'll show you that. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to show you that. Well, that's what we're going to do next, all right? Welcome, Amy Conway. Blonde lady. Welcome, Satire 777. You know we're gonna go to a goddamn casino one of these days, you know that. Welcome, Curious Rose. Welcome, Rose. Blonde lily. No, Dylan, oh yeah, no, don't forget, Dylan grabby pants. However, when she starts actually talking to Mitch Noons, her tone changes. She goes from hysterical, like, quote unquote, hysterical when when Jack DeCour walks upon her, to her, right? But actually, when she starts talking to Officer Nunez, her tone shifts into one of just like matter-of-factness. By the way, it's called matter of fact. That's what her tone shifted into, from hysteria to matter of fact. We can always go back and watch that again. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't believe me, go back and watch it again. It shifts from that little hysterical moment where she's grabbing her fucking pants to matter, kind of like matter of fact, like whatever. maybe not that obvious, but still matter of fact. So yeah, that's a cool little tone shift from Dylan Mortonson there. Hysteric to matter of factness. And she also plays dumb. Like she doesn't know who lives in which room. Yeah, she plays that game too. She doesn't know who's living in what room apparently anymore. That's another little game she liked to play there on the scene. Yeah, that's Dylan Mortonson. Conniving little son of a bitch, isn't she? In my opinion. Yeah. Remember, she is the prime. She's one of the primes for a fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? So, well, of course, we know this. That's obvious. But primes. Quick break. I want to show you that second piece. Got a couple of interesting short pieces in a row. I wasn't expecting that first one. That's good. track. Stay on track. Keep that train rolling down the track. Keep the train rolling down the track. That train got to run. That train always got to run. Oh, yeah, it do. You got to keep that train rolling. Hell yeah. Be good if you're going in. Shotto, shotto. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe he wants to fucking say something, all right? Maybe him and I have been practicing a little routine here, Master Nature. Yeah. Maybe me and the Gato Shadow have practicing a little routine here we want to show the garden one of these days. Yeah. The Gato has a voice, you know. The Gato has a voice, you know.
Oh, that sounds lovely, Stanley. You can't imagine. I can't imagine what you've been doing with that. I can only imagine.
Well, I think the garden's gonna like it, asshole. I think so.
All right, what do we do? All right, yeah, I'm sorry. Second piece. Sorry, second piece, guys. Almost got carried away there. Almost got carried away, guys. I'm sorry. But you know, you always guys, you can always count me out and in. You know what I mean? I say, remember, let your inbred out. Just let your inbred out, baby. Let's come on now. This is how I gotta set it up, baby. This is how I gotta set it up, baby. Don't forget that juice. Oh, yes, indeed.
But when you talk about destruction, don't you know that you can count me out? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Alright.
All right, all right, all right.
Alright.
All right. All right. All right, let me show you the second piece. Now this, I gotta find it. Now it's a short. It's a short. It comes from one of our garden folk at one point. Yeah. But I like this short. I never seen this footage before. Where the hell are you, man? Where are you? Okay. Never. Well, damn. Well, so much for that. Fuck. I'm going to have to find that, guys, and we're going to have to look at that. I thought I could pull it up pretty easily on here, but no, I cannot. What the hell? Let's see here. Let me try again. Damn it. I can't find them now. Anyway, it was an interesting piece, but I can't seem to find it. So it was an interview with some FBI agent, African American FBI agent, about what who he thought. They were talking about if it was possible a female was involved in the crime, and this FBI agent said, I think he was an FBI agent. He said, yeah, that in his opinion, it was most likely somebody within their inner circle, and because I forget what network it was on. I can't remember. It was Ashley Banfield, something like that. But yeah, and And she, she flat out asked him, and this I just thought it was in. She flat out asked him, well, could this be like a boogeyman situation where it's just a random sociopath kills you? You know what I mean? He said, absolutely. Like his been no, no. This was a part of the inner circle. They talked about jealousy. If there was like female jealousy going on in the house. They talked about Kaylee. Because Kaylee bought a new Rover, and the question was, would that cause some jealousy going on maybe in the house? And he kind of agreed with that, but it seemed like he was pretty convinced that it was quite possible, or in his opinion, a female was involved in the crime. That's what it sounded like to me. I found that very interesting. I wish I could find that clip. I'm gonna have to find it. It's on my it pops up in my notification. But Dave C or Dave Clayton. That's the channel. Dave C, right? Dave C, Dave Clayton. But it's one of his shorts. I found that one really, really interesting. So check that shit out. I'd like to find the whole interview. If I could find that whole interview, I'd like to watch if there's more than that. I think it seems like there is. Yeah, there you go. Interesting. Very interesting clip. Very interesting clip. I'm going to show you another interesting clip. Now, this is, guys, I had no idea that this, I mean, there's probably so much of this that I just never knew or just never realized. Well, where the fuck is it now? You guys remember this? I never heard of any. I don't remember hearing anything about this. So I hope you find this interesting. I never heard anything about this. So I'm like perusing like different Idaho 4 clips just to, I'm trying to find something unique, right? Something like, we haven't heard a million goddamn times. So I came across this clip. I'm like, I never fucking heard about this. Or maybe I'm just stupid, right? Which is, possible. But I'm like, how comes I never heard about this? So I want to show you that. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. You're my garden. So chances are you've probably already seen this too. Okay? Knowing my garden. All right? Well, of course. But I don't remember running across this. I'm like, yeah, he was very matter of fact, wasn't he, Satire? It was very matter of fact. Like he was almost for sure, right? Well, that's I could take it that he was pretty sure that he had an idea who did this, and he said that. He also said that he, in his opinion, something like he probably he thinks that they know who already did this as well. That's what he said, and again alluding to a female. alluding to a female. Or at least a female being involved. Welcome, Mystique. And Creamy Row. Welcome, both loves. Remember, we cannot have a co-ed go off the deep end with some associates and kill roommates here. We can't have that. that will ruin us. Again, the simplest thing. If look, how could you do this? How could you do this? Instead of fabricating DNA, guys, listen to this. In my opinion, it may have been easier to fabricate a connection between Dylan and no, then you'd implicate her. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. We can't do that. But that would be the simplest way to for this to make sense in a way. That would be the easiest way if you could fabricate that connection. Or make that connection. I mean, yeah, you think about that. But then again, you kind of push Dylan Mortonson further into the case, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to push her. You don't want to push her any more into the case than she already pushed. Absolutely not. No. And we got deprived of the two greatest things that we could ever see in this case. Dylan Mortonson on the fucking stand and the Hobbit on the stand. Those are the two things we were deprived of. Like the greatest things. Not to mention the other cast of characters, Hunter Johnson, the rest of the crew. But, yeah, I'd have been very interested to see how... Well, we got robbed. We got robbed of seeing the Prime and the Hobbit on the stand, guys. We got robbed of that. And a good fucking defense attorney, he or she would have ripped them he would have ripped them apart. That's what I would do. But he would have ripped those fuckers apart. Absolutely. If you're a good defense attorney, you're going to rip those fuckers apart. Yes, you are. Because that is one of the weakest parts of the prosecution's case. And you're going to rip that to shreds. Remember, Dylan Mortonson is number 3 on the fuck-up list here for Moscow. She is number 3 herself. So, again, if you go to trial, these are the areas that you're going to attack. You're going to attack these areas. Absolutely. And that includes Mortonson, of course. And that includes the Hobbit, of course. They're the 2 people in that goddamn house. And they're the 2 people that decided to wait 8 hours before calling emergency personnel. So you're goddamn right you're going to fucking rip them apart. You're going to rip them to shreds. It doesn't matter how you feel about them. You're going to rip them apart. For their behaviors and statements that don't make any goddamn sense. You're going to rip them to shreds. And Bill Thompson, oh well, maybe he wasn't so worried about that because he wasn't up against a real defense attorney. He wasn't up against $1 million fucking attorney here, guys. Who would have ripped these people to shreds? Because you're gonna ask this question. You're gonna ask this question. Well, hey, gee, Dylan, how comes a lot of what you're saying? You're gonna rip her apart because her stories and statements, they are absolutely ridiculous. They do not match what happened at all. And any reasonable person now we're talking Idaho. But any reasonable person on the jury, again, we're talking Idaho, so take this with a big grain of fucking Himalayan pink crystal salt, all right, would find their testimony to be absolutely ridiculous. You know, I'd be really wondering about them. You know, that's just one piece of this, though. That's just one front that you're going to attack. Absolutely, you're going to attack them. But that's just one part of your arsenal. That's the way you run. That's the way you run ramshot over these goddamn inbred fucking hillbillies. That's the way you got to do this. You have to have a competent defense attorney leading this. And, of course, that's not anywhere near what we got. So, yes, buck off. We are the greatest. Anyway, I hope you like the first three areas of attack. Number one, where the whereabouts of Ethan and Xana. Number two, Murphy, the dog, his behavior that night. Dylan Mortonson's number three. Remember, why, and this all connects. Because whoever controlled that dog that night is a part of the murders. They're one of the perpetrators. Anyway, I love you. You knew what? Hey, we got deprived of a lot without seeing a trial, and it's extremely unfortunate all around. So we got deprived of a lot of stuff. Yeah, it should have gone to trial. But then again, I think maybe in the back of our heads, we all kind of had a feeling that, I'm not sure about this because, we're talking Idaho and we're talking Boise and we're talking, we're already getting kind of signals and signs that, they don't seem ready at all. and then the last thing is they're trying to figure out how they're going to get potential jurors in there and all this That was the last. I remember. That was the last. I think that was the last logistical sort of problem we're hearing about. And then the next thing we hear about is a plea deal. About a month, maybe a month goes by, and then we hear about a plea deal. The plea deal. Yeah, like that kind of shit. So, at least that's the sequence that I remember here. But whatever, could be wrong. Anyway, I want to show you this. For once. All right. Now, guys, you may already know this. I never heard about this. Then it started making me think about the Men in Black kind of shit. And I was going to do a Men in Black kind of stuff here, but listen to this. So, this is Law and Crime Network. This was, how long ago was this? This was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, guys. Okay? Yeah, 2 years ago. The case is still going on. We're still going to trial. Right? 2 years ago. Did you guys hear? Did you hear about this? I never heard about this guy. Sorry. Yeah.
There are a lot of tools that are available in JetMatch. These tools allow you to make comparisons of two or more people and how they relate to each other and share DNA.
A genetic genealogy expert for accused murderer Brian Kohberger claims she received a visit from the FBI after testifying in court for him. That has Kohberger's lawyers asking questions. Thanks for joining us here on Law and
Hey,
Crime.
Anjanette, baby. Oh, my God. Anjanette.
Genetic genealogy that Brian Kohberger's lawyers have hired to advise them. Kohberger's lawyers want to see the genetic genealogy information the FBI used to ID their client as a suspect. The state says it's a tip and they shouldn't have to turn it over. This is just a short portion of Vargas's testimony from about 2 weeks ago.
Those matches that are revealed are only matches that have been opted out.
Something in Vargas's testimony piqued the interest of the FBI after the prosecutors heard she may have been reneging on some of her testimony or a sworn declaration that she signed. Kohberger's lead attorney explained what happened from her vantage point.
This is hard to hear. This is hard to hear.
That, in our view, impacts Mr. Kohberger's due process rights and rights to effective assistance of counsel.
Ann Taylor told Judge John Judge that she would file a motion regarding what happens to witnesses after they testify in court. Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson explained why he asked the FBI to investigate after hearing Vargas might be questioning some of her own testimony.
When we heard of that, I reached out to the investigators and said, can we find out what's going on? And the FBI indeed undertook an investigation. And preliminary reports are that Ms. Vargas claims that some of what was in her declaration, she inadvertently agreed or signed without fully reading it. We're documenting that so we can expose it to Ms. Taylor.
Now Thompson has told the court he will not cross-examine the witnesses that Taylor called to testify about genetic genealogy. But there are questions about whether the FBI agent visiting Vargas was proper. I spoke with former FBI agent Tracy.
Hey guys, you remember seeing that? Do you guys? Do you remember seeing anything about that? I swear to God, I never seen anything about. I never heard about this. So that was his DNA expert Vargas, and when she was testifying there, or I don't know what hearing this is, but apparently the powers that be didn't like what she fucking said. And so Bill Thompson told the FBI to go talk to her, about her fucking testimony without counsel being present. That's what happened here. I never heard about this. Have you? Okay, you guys saw it before, huh? I mean, what the fuck? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's finish the whole fuck. It's only a couple minutes. Let's finish it out. Now this one scares me. She's a former FBI agent, guys, and she has like this. She has the most perfect teeth that I've ever seen in my goddamn life. All right. I don't know. This one scares me. I mean, look at that. She has the most perfect teeth I ever seen. I think this one's an alien, guys. This one's a fucking alien, guys. We're talking Bigfoot here, Gus. Gus? This is a Bigfoot. All right. Gus, look, don't you bring no fucking Bigfoot in my home, Gus. I said, yo, Sanchez, goony goo goo. You know what he said? Sanchez said, what did Sanchez say? I forget what he said. Yo, go fuck yourself. All right. All right? That's what Sanchez says, right? I thought I learned some new Spanish and shit. Right? That's how it goes, right? You know I have to cut. Every time I play that shit, I have to cut that shit out. It bothers me. Like, I cannot play any of that. Like, maybe 5 seconds I can get away with. But god damn, that bothers me. It bothers me. Oh my god. There are a lot of Bigfoots in this case, Gus. Hey, God. There's a lot of Bigfoots in this case. All right. You know what I'm talking about, baby. We talked about Lola a long time ago, my Mrs. John. Amy Conway, my blonde. Oh my God. Mrs. John. A lot of Bigfoots in the case. Hey, Gus. Make no fucking brontosaurus burger, I'll tell you that. You come to my house, right? You burn down my yard. She can't walk a flight of stairs, Gus. She can't walk a flight of stairs. Fuck. Yeah, I heard that too, Mystique. Mystique, baby. You are the Mystique. Anyway, yeah, I heard that too. I heard Cyree was putting out some shit. You know, I'd be interesting what he has to say if he does put out a book. I'd be curious about what his. Cause I do feel Cyree. You know, I do feel these people are. You know, these are. I do respect these people. Cyree. You know, and we know what Cyree is. We know his history. I mean, there's a few others in this case. There's roll off. He's no fucking slouch either. Roll off. He's the guy that he was examining the text messages between Dylan Mortonson and her father, and other text messaging, cellular information. Yeah, that was roll off. Remember him? Yeah, he's no slouch either. He's in the top of his industry too. What he does. So yeah, again. There was a lot of what I felt were extreme. These were really good experts, guys. Really fucking good. And when you get this caliber of experts like lined up for one, to help you out, this should have gone to trial. You don't line up experts like this without the intention of going to trial, guys. You just fucking don't. You don't. Look, if Cy Ray and the rest of these characters knew that Ann Taylor was gonna fuck this whole thing in the end, they never would have I don't think they would have ever agreed to sign on. Absolutely. If they knew she was gonna fuck this in the end, because for whatever reason she was scared or whatever her goddamn reasoning, I don't know what her reasoning is here, but they never would have agreed to fucking help this out. They'd have been like, well, you're not involved, you're not willing to see this through. You're not willing to see this fucking thing through. So why the fuck am I wasting my time with you? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to get paid a lot. I'm sure I'm going to get paid good money. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, maybe that's what these, maybe they're like, whatever, I'm getting good money anyway, so fuck it. But I don't think so. I don't think they'd really give a shit. You know what I mean? I don't think they'd be making statements if they really gave a shit. You know what I mean? They could just keep their mouth shut and be like, whatever, I got paid good money, and so I'm going to keep my fucking mouth shut about it. But that's not what's happened with at least one of them. So he could have kept his mouth shut and just said, hey, man, I made a lot of good money from this fucking case. He could have just kept it at that. Which I'm sure he did. I'm sure he made a pretty penny on it. For the short time that he worked on his case, I'm sure he made a pretty penny, just like the rest of them. Yeah, these experts are not cheap. Maybe they took a discount. I doubt it. I don't know. But no, you're right. Welcome, Nasty Nate. Now you gonna be shit. Now you gotta be big good tonight, Nasty Nate. Be good tonight, Nasty Nate. I know you. We can get a little nasty. I know it. Now I lost the Gus mojo. See, that's what happens. I lost the Gus mojo now. I lost the Gus fucking mojo. Now I gotta walk into 1908 without my goddamn cane and my fucking, I got a cane that has a fucking knife on the end of it, by the way. I'm just saying. It's silver tipped, by the way, guys. The whole thing's silver at the fucking tip of it. So yeah, don't you fucking come after me. Because guess what? When I have my walking cane there, I'll stab you right in the fucking heart with it. I don't care. It's my fucking kingdom. You're in my kingdom. See? You're in my garden, my electric church. Yeah. But anyway, that was 1908. Yeah, that was 1908. Sorry. That was no, that's not today. That's 1908, guys. Come on now. You gotta follow the legend here. Follow the legend here. 1908 is when the electric church was established. It was established in 1908. I'm never going to tell you. I'll probably never tell you that story. But 1908, the electric church was established. I love you, babies. Hey, quick break. Wait, what are we going to do after this? Hang on. No, I did want to show you some other stuff. Yeah, I know. We got to finish Turvey. Oh, no. Right. Oh, yeah. Now I got my inspiration back, guys. Remember her? All right. No. Masternature. Why do you show me alien? Oh my God, Masternature. She's a fucking alien. Oh, fuck God. Nobody, hey, my garden. Nobody's teeth looks that fucking good. I'm sorry, you're an alien. You're a fucking alien. Ashley. Well, you're not an alien. You're just a fat fucking inbred Idaho. Excuse me. You're not an alien. Oh, wait, well, you should be, but well, not in that sense. You're a whole other creature, I guess, but you're not an alien. Thank you, MD. Hey, Master Nature. How's that Moroccan grape moon dust doing for you tonight? Tyrone was telling me all about it, and, well, it kind of scared me. I heard they don't, harvest that stuff for, it takes, 20 years to harvest that stuff. Oh, my God, Master Nature. Ashley, why? Why am I here with this asshole? All right. Yeah, it's time. It's time. We reached bulbous creation velocity. Hey, that's a good point there. That's a good point there, Missy. See, there's different velocities when it comes to the live shows in the garden here. Well, sometimes we reach bulbous creation velocity. That is probably the fastest velocity that we could find when it comes to alien creatures like that. Now that fucking scares me for some fucking reason. Hey, oh my God, you know what that is, guys? That's what we call the Uncanny Valley. The Uncanny Valley, guys. Oh my fucking God.
I love you. We're the greatest. Don't forget it. Fuckers.
All right. That's enough. Stop whispering in the phone.
Yeah, don't forget it, you fucking pricks. Hey, if you have headphones, hey, guys, if you have headphones, put them on right now, because I'm gonna do this. Paul is dead.
Miss him.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. How dare you? You son of a bitch.
Sorry, guys. So that's a poor Italian imitation.
You son of a bitch. I'm gonna fucking eat your fucking guts out. How dare you? How dare you hit my fucking daughter?
Anyway, quick break, then we get back to Blueberry Hill. Sorry, guys. Back to Blueberry Hill. Blueberry Hill. That's right. let's carry on. Back to the topic at hand.
Ashley Brogdon, welcome, love. Welcome, 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 welcome. You are welcome, welcome. You are welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, the Uncanny Valley, here we go. Are you ready to finish this off? Let's carry on.
Tracy Walder about it. Well, it's not something I typically hear about FBI agents going in and visiting a witness.
No?
They had delivered testimony. However, I think a lot of that lies with perception, right?
Okay.
How Mrs. Vargas felt during that discussion, and I would hope
Guys,
that
is she a
copious amounts of
reptilian?
notes were being taken,
Hey, Nasty
and I would
Nate.
hope that the FBI has a very good reason.
Is she a reptilian?
The interesting thing that I see here is the FBI is not the dominant investigatory team in the Koberger case. So I'm surprised
Supposedly.
that they were the ones that followed up with this, but it could be some fishes in
That is.
Bill Thompson said this was
No, they were not the lead. But, however, this little schnooker here, this little cocksucker here, all right, this is just my opinion. This little son of a bitch, he has connections. And this little fucker, let me just say this. Didn't use the FBI, but, use the FBI in a way to strong arm certain things. Apparently, because he's the one that asked the FBI to go and talk to that goddamn expert witness. That's called intimidation. Yeah, I can't imagine why that would be. You know what I'm saying? Why would a prosecuting attorney request the FBI to go and fucking talk to this person? I mean, the FBI is their own agency, right? So even if this schmuck here is saying, hey guys, you better fucking whatever. I'm telling you, you got to fucking do something about this. Whatever, trying to strong whatever he's trying to do here. And they're like, fuck you. I mean, what? She didn't perjure herself, did she? No. Guys, I don't think we heard that she perjured herself on the stand. No. No, what we heard was this little fucking cocksucker, Idaho inbred evil Santa Claus, he got a little scared because she started to veer away she started actually going to what actually the truth was when it came to the DNA evidence. And he got a little frightened by that. And so he sent the FBI agents out to go fucking intimidate her back into complying with what she had already declared in her statement. That's why that happened. Yeah, it's called compliance. Fucker. And that, in my opinion, is what this is about. Fuck yeah, it is. And some shady fucking nonsense there. I don't care how you want to fucking try to argue this in language, but just the action alone here is enough for me to suspect the fuck you. That's some fucking bullshit. And you can argue that with me all day. But in terms of language, but what I think should have happened here is Thompson should have brought this up with Ann Taylor first, whatever, brought this up to Ann Taylor first, okay, if he was had a concern about this, no, that's not what he did. He went to the fucking FBI first to try to send these agents out to talk to this fucking expert witness. It's ludicrous. Without even bothering to talk to Ann Taylor. So, what do you call that shit? Fucking evil Santa Claus, fucking cocksuckers out there. Again, all these people, you know where they should be? In a fucking root cellar with a goddamn silver stake through their fucking hearts. That's where they should be. In a goddamn root cellar. About fucking 7 feet down. In my opinion. That's just my opinion, guys. But that's where these fucking people belong. Yeah, way down deep in that fucking root cellar. And maybe I'll throw some fucking cement on them, too. If I had some fucking cement, I'd put some fucking cement on the whole goddamn mausoleum down there. The whole goddamn mausoleum underground. Fucking silver stakes. Man, that is some fucking bullshit. And that little alien, fucking former FBI agent there, she tries to downplay it, but she says, yes, that's pretty unusual for that to happen. Cocksucker. He is a cocksucker, boy. I'll tell you what. He is one cocksucker. Yes, he is, this fucking guy. He is a cocksucker. Fuck yes. Dirty little cocksucker. That's what he is. That's what evil Santa Bill Thompson is. He's a fucking dirty cocksucker, that guy. Yeah. Fuck you, in my humble opinion. Yeah. Yeah, tricky little bastard. He's not that tricky. Actually, I shouldn't say that. He's not that tricky. He's just fucking corrupt. Whatever. I know my goddamn inbred fucking Idaho judges, they're gonna back me up because I look like fucking Santa Claus here. That's all it pretty much takes in Moscow, Idaho. Look, I look like fucking Santa Claus. I try to talk like Santa Claus. Look, the people are gonna eat me up, baby. I'm a big star on Broadway here. I'm a big star on Broadway. Look, I try to look like Santa Claus. I try to talk like Santa Claus. Okay. You know, I bring gifts to all the boys and girls in the fucking Idaho County there. Right? The Crips. The Paris Catacombs. More like that. Probably, yeah. But with a lot of silver. Like, silver everywhere. Silver knives everywhere. Javelin. Fine. Anyway. All right, let's carry on. Let's call it a train kept it rolling. With a heave and a hoe. Just couldn't let it go, love. Quick break, and then we get back to what we're doing, which is dancing on the Purple Cloud. All right. Where are we? Act 3, Act 4. Somewhere between there. Act 3.5. That's where we are, Act 3.5. All right. Yeah, let's get over. I want to get this one over with. CS, shady motherfuckers. Trying to send FBI agents.
About information he received after the hearing, but prosecutors had
All right.
the right to cross-examine
Let's rock and roll.
some of the witnesses at a later date. Now they say, as I mentioned, that they are not going to do so, which also struck Tracy Walder as odd.
Look, she is well respected in her field. Certainly, she's testified at trials before. But if you have two agents showing up at your front door, I think anyone is going to have a defensive reaction to that, right? Because they're not there for good news typically. And so I do think it would have been much better had Ann Taylor had someone from the defense team accompanying her to a local FBI for this interview.
No.
I think that just
No. No.
basically surprising you in your home, and there's
No.
right is to catch people off of their guard.
Really?
And so I think that might be some of the issue at play here. And I hate to go back to perception because it's so nebulous. but
You're
I
a
think that's
fucking alien, aren't you?
FBI agents do not
Oh my
typically
God.
record interviews
She a
or
fucking
verify
reptilian.
on cameras. It's not clear whether that happened in this case, or whether the agents simply took notes about the meeting with
Yeah,
Vargas.
who knows?
The prosecution has filed
Hey,
information related to that.
It probably went like this. Listen to me, you goddamn fucking cunt. You better stick to the goddamn fucking DNA story, or guess what? Yeah, you're never gonna see her kids again, all right? So stick to the script, fucker. Who knows? Maybe. Listen to me, you redheaded, fucking dyed redheaded bitch. Well, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to pull here in Kirk, but I'll tell you what. You don't wanna fucking back. You don't wanna not play the game here because well, you know little Teresa that you got there. Well, sometimes accidents happen, and you just never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's all I gotta really say. Fuck off. Seriously, that's about all I have to do. Hey, why? Hey, listen, why? Why? Because there's nobody else there present. That's why. It's just me and another FBI agent with no fucking attorney present. So I could say to you whatever I want. I don't record the interviews, and my partner sure as hell is going to be with me on this. So I can pretty much say to you whatever I want to, and nobody's going to fucking know. Nope. And depending on how bad Mr. Thompson needs this to go right, well, guess what? Who the fuck knows what I'm going to say to you? But it's got to go right. Because if it goes wrong, well, guess what? Well, bad stuff's probably going to happen. And that's, you know what? And we can't, once we're at, once this, we're not going to be able to do anything about it. That kind of shit. Who knows? It doesn't matter. I could say anything because there's no attorney there to to like witness any of this. There's nobody there to witness the conversations going on. So I could say anything, right? That's not good. That is not good. And there's a reason for that. There is an absolute reason why that is. And Bill Thompson, the cocksucker that he is, he knew that. He knew that if he could get the FBI to do his fucking dirty work, right? He probably knew that they didn't have to record anything. I'm sure he would know that. Or at least was guaranteed that. So these cocksuckers, this is a very cocksucker kind of case. It really is, guys. That's the best way I could put it. It is a really cocksucker kind of case, I'll tell you what. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cocksucker. Seriously. Think about that. Think about it. You don't go to Ann Taylor's team first with your concerns about her DNA expert, right? Sort of maybe changing her testimony in some way when she's in this hearing. Okay, well, if that's your concern, you're going to go to Ann Taylor's team first, I would assume, right? Hey, your expert is doing this and this and this. And we don't, we're going to fucking do whatever. We don't like that, whatever. No, that's not what happened here. The fucking evil Santa Claus, he skips that and goes right to the fucking FBI and says, you guys fucking deal with her. And so 2 agents go out to this fucking broad's house, to her house, to confront her about her testimony without any other lawyers present. I call that fucking, what do we call that? Witness intimidation. That's what we call it. I don't know when that definition fucking changed, but that's what I would call fucking witness intimidation. For sure. That is ludicrous to me. If I was I'm telling you right now, guys, a good defense attorney, if they found this shit out, I would be fucking furious. I would be furious. This is absolutely witness intimidation. You fucking get your shit straight now, or there's going to be fucking up there. We got millions of problems here. Seriously. Once that shit starts happening, you gotta be a bulldog after that point. Once this shit, this shit's happening now in this case, you gotta be a fucking bulldog now. Because now you know what they're trying to fucking do here with certain stuff. They're trying to go behind your back, right? They're trying to go behind your back here, right? And intimidate one of your fucking expert witnesses without you knowing about it. Once that stuff starts happening, guys, you gotta be the worst motherfucker. You gotta be Godzilla, my friend. You gotta be Godzilla. From that point forward, you are Godzilla. And Ann Taylor is not fucking Godzilla. Okay? But that's what that would have taken. Once this shit starts happening in this kind of case, you got to turn into Godzilla. You got to. And of course, without money, most likely you're not going to get a Godzilla. You're going to get Kermit the Frog here, guys. You're going to get Kermit the Frog. Okay. I love you. But that is the truth, my loves. And you know it. Unfortunately, that's the way I interpret that scenario. And I'm glad I came across it because that's the first time I've ever heard about it. And that was 2 fucking years ago. Holy shit. If I heard that 2 years ago, I probably would have flipping my shit even more. Jesus. Oh my God. I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Oh my God.
Has pleaded not guilty to the murders of Maddie Mogan, Haley Gonsalves, Ethan Chapin, and Xana
Well, he
Bernardo
didn't plead
last
not
November.
guilty, but whatever.
A trial date has not yet been set.
All right.
Koberger remains in the Latah County Jail, where he is held without bail. His attorneys are asking the court to dismiss the indictment charging him with murder. They also plan to ask the judge to strike the death penalty from the case. For Law and Crime, I'm Anjanette Levy.
All right. There you are, love. There you go. I found that interesting. Just a little shady bullshit in the whole entire pound of bullshit. That's it. Anyway. Sneaky little son of a bitch, isn't he? Anyway, I hope you like that. Hey guys, I never knew that. I just came across it. I was trying to look for interesting stuff on the Idaho 4. That was, you know what I'm saying? That I haven't heard before or whatever. You guys most likely would have heard before. So I'd never seen that. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? We're sending out FBI agents to fucking our DNA, the defense's DNA. One of their experts on a DNA. We're sending out 2 FBI agents to her fucking house without letting Ann Taylor's team know about it. That's insanity. Hey, what's your fucking name again? I keep forgetting this guy's name. Well, any jackass over the wall. Any of you fucks against the wall. Seriously, what do you make of that? You fucking jack-offs. People on the opposite side of the wall. What do you make of that? What do you make of that kind of shit? They probably say, well, that kind of shit happens all the time, of course. In a case as serious as this, that kind of shit happens all the time. When the FBI is involved, when the FBI is involved with this kind of case, that kind of shit happens all the time. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, some former FBI alien reptilian told me that's pretty unusual for that to happen. She didn't want to go as far as to say it's illegal, but it's unusual. Okay. Yeah, our little reptilian alien FBI agent there. Goonie Google. Oh, wait. No. Wait a minute. Wait, did you see... Hey, my garden. Did you say that she was the he-she? Is that what you said? Tilly. White Rabbit. Creamy Roll. Did you say the he-she? Nasty Nate. Are you dead? Nasty Nate, were you gunned down somewhere in Detroit? I hope not. I really hope not, Nasty Nate. But anyway, I hope, Nasty Nate, now don't get gunned down in Detroit somewhere. Okay. All right. Anyway. Are you talking about the he-she? Are you talking about the he-she? Tis true, Kimmy Road. Tis true. Especially the X-Files, yeah. Especially those goddamn inbreds on the X-Files. Oh, my God. Oh, baby. Hey, look, chewing on the corn, baby. And MD, no, you can't have any corn children. Are you out of your mind? I know. Tyrone. Well, I'm never gonna have any corn. Fucking, are you crazy? Tyrone. Mrs. John. Why is Tyrone tormenting me so much here? I'm never gonna have any little corn people ever. Corn children. Oh my God. Oh, great. Austin, Texas, active shooter. Oh, for fuck. Thank you, Mrs. John. Well, Jesus. Quick break. Is this still ongoing? Is this an event that's just like still ongoing, or what's going on? That's weird. Wow. Oh, jeez. Boy. Yeah. All right. I don't know, guys. Don't know. Quick break. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I guess, well, I would say it's unusual for Austin, I guess. For sure. See that? Where are we at now, Lou? Now, what's going on? What's going on? 9 people what? 9 people. Mason Bangman. Smiley face killer. Oh no. I'm not sure. I have to check that out. Hang on. Let me just check this out. So what is... Wait, what... So... Since this... Hey, you're bringing it up. Let's check it out. Austin manhunt. Manhunt in Austin, Texas for random shooters. Shooting spree. Alright, so this is what is going on.
We turn our attention right now to a developing story taking place out of Austin, Texas.
Alright, hey, thank you, Mrs. John.
Shootings as police
check it out.
Searching currently for more suspects. As you can see this here on Live Now from Fox.
What's going on?
Austin PD, as they say in update. The shelter in place for the South Austin area has been lifted. 2 suspects are in custody. 1 remains at large in the Manor area. This comes as we're following it. Police searching for those suspects in connection to a series of apparent random shootings that happened across Austin over the weekend. The Austin Mayor, Kirk Watson, and Police Chief Lisa Davis provided an update. Authorities say they're investigating 10 shootings that occurred late Saturday and into Sunday, most of them concentrated into South Austin. Let's take you out to this here on Live Now from Fox from Austin Police.
Good afternoon. I'm Austin Mayor Kirk Watson, and we want to give you an update on some of the things that are going on in Austin right now.
Okay.
We are reporting multiple shootings throughout the area. 2 of those have been at our fire station, or at 2 Austin Fire Department stations. These are occurring primarily in South Austin, and we don't have any specific motive that has been identified. In fact, these actions appear to be random. This is an active, ongoing investigation. So what we're asking is that all of our people, all of our residents, please remain vigilant. In fact, it appears that as part of this, people are changing vehicles. So again, it's very important for people to remain vigilant. We ask if you see anything, and the chief is going to give you an update on some specifics in just a second, but if you see anything, we're asking that you please call 911. An alarm or a warning has gone out. Many of you may have received that. Please pay heed to that. Now I want to call on the Austin Police Department Chief, Lisa Davis, to give you some more details. Chief?
Thank you, Mayor. We are currently investigating 10 shootings that occurred late yesterday and into today. At this time, most of the shootings have occurred in South Austin. Again, no specific motive, and they appear to be random in nature. This investigation is ongoing, and APD asks that you remain vigilant. And if you see something suspicious, please call 911. Do not approach a vehicle. At this point, we know the suspect's vehicles used in this incident have included a black or dark blue Hyundai, a gold Hyundai sedan, a silver Mazda 4-door, and a white Kia Optima, which APD is currently looking for. Suspect description is 2 male Hispanics, both in their late teens, one with medium wavy hair and the other with longer hair. At this time, we can confirm that 4 individuals have been shot. 1 has sustained serious injury, and the other 3 minor injuries. In addition, I want to remind people to
I don't know.
Cars unlocked. What we are seeing are these cars are being stolen. Do not leave your keys in the vehicle or your key fobs in the vehicle.
Hello, Cholo. Good to see you again, Cholo.
Stay safe.
All right, they're following this, searching for several suspects in connection to upwards of 10 shootings across South Austin. They are saying they are random in nature. They
Random.
Some of potentially the vehicles used involved in these cases. And I want to put this up also from Austin PD, saying the photo of a white Kia Optima potentially in connection to this. So they do have several people in custody. One still.
I can't see it with your goddamn ads on it. I guess that's what it looks like. Sorry. Anyway. There you are. Thank you, Mrs. John. Wow. All right. Breaking news. Hey, guys. Can I just say one thing? Mrs. Shaw. Hey, my garden.
Can I just say one thing right now? Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me, okay? That's not fucking random. Okay. I'm just saying.
Hey, guys. Please don't hold it against me. Can you still love me tomorrow? Please love me tomorrow. Okay. But that's not random. Anyway, I love you. Hey, guys, I'm going to be here all week. I'll be here all week with the Lawrence Welk Orchestra. Okay? We can blow bubbles all day, all fucking night. Okay? I love you. But that's not random. Just saying. Oh, okay. Good night. From Austin, Texas. Good night. Okay. Oh my God. Now we got to get to Goonie Goo Goo. I'm so sorry, guys. Now listen. Now we got to get to we got to get to Goonie Goo Goo. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God, love. Oh my God. Well, now, come on now. Oh my God.
God help me, Lord Jesus, help me. I'm falling down the steps, oh Lord Jesus Christ, please.
Sorry, no subtitles in this one. No subtitles in this one. All right. Goonie Goo Goo. Hey, Goonie Goo Goo, all right? Hey, you guys didn't want to tell me if it was the he, she, or not, so I had to make a decision here. I had to make a goddamn decision. Hey, nobody said it. Well, I don't know. Is it the he, she? Or is it not the fucking he, she? So I had to go with my fucking judgment here, guys. You know, fuck, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh no. You're not going to do to me all you, Master Nature. This is Nancy Guthrie. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Flying saucer, take me away. Just take me, flying saucer. Take me away. Oh, God. No. Oh my God. This is Nancy Guthrie reporting. My daughter is a reptilian. I'm so sorry. Oh my fucking God. You wanted the best, you got the best. Hey, you wanted the best, you got the best. He, she. What the hell? You wanted the he, she all along, but you don't say Master Nature. We want the he, she. Well, I ain't gonna give you the he, she if you don't fucking request it. What's the matter with you? Oh my God, God. See, there's still lessons for you to learn. Okay. I love you, God. Fuck you. All right. All right. Fuck you. Okay. Hey, Satire, how we doing tonight? Hey, Satire, how we doing tonight, baby? All right. Look, Satire, all I want to do, here's all I want to fucking do, all right? I want to disappear into some random fucking, I don't know. It could be New Mexico. It could be fucking Arizona. But I want to just disappear into one of these fucking mining towns where there's a fucking casino, okay? And just sit there and just fucking play at the fucking casino every night and drink fucking tequila and fucking look at the beautiful goddamn moon amongst the goddamn stars in the goddamn desert with all the buttes and all the goddamn paintings. Oh my God, that's all I want to do with the rest of my life. That's all I want to do. Those midnight blues out there in that desert and that big beautiful moon. That's all I want to do, Satire. I want to play in that casino forever, love. Forever and ever and ever. That's all I want to do. Disappear into the mountain. Quick break, lads, quick break. Hey, put your headphones on, love. Put your headphones on. Stop talking. Quiet. Quiet. You're right. Isn't that what I said in the beginning? Quiet now. Ha! Now it's literal. You're right. Now it's literal. Oh my God. You're a real prick, aren't you? Just like an evil secret. Oh, woe to be not an attorney. As we take a quick break, oh, woe is me, not to be an attorney. Oh, woe. I'd rather be an alchemist. I'd rather be an alchemist instead of an attorney. I think alchemists have much more freedom, you know, and much more free thinking. But that's just me. Why? Quick break. Quick break. Brian Stallman. Brian Stallman. Brian Stallman. Here we go. All right. Hey, yeah. I can't pretend anymore, though. I can't pretend. It's a snap. My love, my love, my love, my love. Where are we at? All right. You must humor me on one more bit of music, and then we'll get on to my last, perhaps my last discussion here. We may switch gears straight to Nancy Guthrie, I think. I've been intrigued by this case sort of from afar, right? We made little parodies of it. Correct. I'm interested in it. You know, just like everybody else, but I don't know. It's fascinating in certain respects, right? We adopted, Stanley, you know what happened with Stanley. Well, he's still looking for his $1 million, by the way. He's looking for his bounty. Anyway, it's like a treasure hunt, isn't it, guys? Hey, you remember those treasure hunt books? Well, yeah, I forget some of the more famous ones, where they, gave you clues to like dig up treasure and shit. And people all over the world, they go round and round trying to find treasure and shit. Forgot those books. Remember those books? I forget the most famous book. There's a real famous one that was put out, I think it was the 70s, right? Something like that. Where, yeah, the guy had hid 12, precious gem, 12 treasures are all around the world or some shit. Remember that shit? Yeah, remember those books? Always found them intriguing. I mean, the concept, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's carry on. Goony goo goo. But I really love this. And so, no need to hide it from my garden anymore. You shall see how devoted I once was to this particular thing. Oh, I just got to remember which one exactly it was. I think it was the Aerospace Age Inferno. Was it this? No, that was not it. No, it wasn't. Which one was it, loves? Oh, what is this now? Hang on now. What did you...
Ah, Fritz, how does she handle? Pretty good. I found I could balance a glass of beer on my oxygen mask.
That's still not the right ones, Hans and Franz. Where are you? Where are you? Been so long since I listened to this. Song of the Gremlin. Yeah, there you go. I'll play the Song of the fucking Gremlin for you. Hey, yeah. Alright. I forgot about this album. This is one of the greatest albums of all time. Oh my god. I forgot about it. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, this whole album is beautiful. I just can't forget. I can't remember the part I really wanted to show you, though. Fuck. Stick with me. The late, great Robert Calvert. Captain Lockheed and the Starfighters. One of the greatest progressive rock albums ever made. Just saying. Robert Calvert. Hawkwind, if you will. Michael Moorcock, if you will. I am the greatest of all time. Of the Hawklaw's love. Did you not know I was the greatest? Yeah. It's like that. It's like that too. Way down deep. Captain Lockheed. Glass of water. Check. Glass of water. Check. I love Robert Calvert. I love Captain Lockheed. Hey, seriously, if you like progressive, space progressive rock, go check out Robert Calvert, Captain Lockheed and the Starfighters. I think you'll like it. Yeah. Anyway, quick break. Shout out to Robert Calvert. There you go. Dave Brock, I love you, but shout out to Robert Calvert. Actually, Lemmy, I love you a little bit more, but, shout out to Robert Calvert. And there you go.
When you hit the floor, and you're in the dark, and you hit the floor, then what?
Then what you do?
I don't know. We shall see what happens.
Alright, guys, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a goddamn reading is what we're going to do. We're 2 hours 9 and 10 seconds in. We're going to do a reading, shall we? Yes, we will. We're going to do a fucking reading is what we're going to do. So, a quick break here. I want you to think of some questions here. Let's do some questions. Let's do some questions. Yeah, let's do some questions, guys. It's like, shut up and ask some questions. Let's see. We are psychic after all, right, guys? I mean, we are psychic after all. I feel your pain. Oh, what's that guy's name? Tyler Henry. What's that? Oh yeah, the Hollywood Medium. The Hollywood Medium. Well, we'll talk about that. Okay. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I got smoke on there for a minute. Hang on. Well, that's what Robert Calvert. Anyway, let's carry on. Yes, there are stories. Hey, I don't know if you guys know anything about Hawkwind, or if you... I know Hawkwind's kind of like one of these obscure things, but Robert Calvert was a member, and, well, apparently, of course, the band's leader, Dave Brock, right? Apparently, he had to... there were several occasions in which Dave Brock had to get Mr. Robert Calvert out of, like, mental health institutions, because there's one occasion on which, according to Dave Brock, he had to go into a fucking mental health he had to go to a mental hospital, back in the 70s. We're talking back in the 70s, okay? He had to go to a mental fucking hospital and get him out of there. Yeah. That's Robert Calvert. There's several stories about that happening, where he would get so psychotic into his characters that he would wind up in mental health institution. Yeah. But that's some of the greatest fucking progressive rock ever. Well, space rock, whatever. You can put that into progressive too. I merged the two. It's progressive / space rock is what it is. Okay, progressive / space rock. That's the genre there. If people are confused, and you can consider that classic because this album came out, I think, in like, I don't know, 70 something, 80. Man, I forget. It's been a while. I forget exactly what year that album came out. I thought maybe 76. I forget. I have to look that up. 77 maybe that album came out? Well, anyway, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Pied Piper. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah. I don't know. Let's listen to this a little bit. Let's check this out a little bit, all right? Show you that a bit. Let's check it out. No. Hey, guys. I'm sorry. I thought we'd do reading. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to do a reading? Okay. Well, maybe I want to listen to this. Let's just check this out.
She was taken and we don't know where.
Yeah.
And we need your help.
The disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. From a reported
my God, listen.
Allegations of a small-town sheriff mishandling evidence. It's one of the
fucking prick.
History. Now, the Pima County Sheriff is telling
this is Nancy Guthrie.
All the bombshells.
Reporting live.
Presented by Law and Crime. I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Oh my God, you look like a fucking whore. Hey. Are you ready, guys?
It's now been more than 100 days.
What? You look like a whore.
Seemingly vanished into thin air. From afar, it seems like the search is still at a complete standstill. But
thanks, Savannah. Thanks a lot.
He says it's still a very active investigation, and now he's...
I bet my fucking ass it isn't.
DNA swabs and what the sheriff calls... thousands and thousands of...
Yeah, fucking prick.
We're breaking down where the investigation is at right now, what the latest details are, and when we could hope to see some answers.
Welcome, Ellie Ryan.
You know the story. 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie.
That's me.
Show co-host Savannah Guthrie.
I'm reporting live. That's me.
Now, Nancy had been out to dinner.
You fucking whore.
And her daughter, and then returned home.
I can see your fucking tits.
When Nancy didn't show up,
you fucking cunt.
Family started to get a little concerned.
All right.
That's when Nancy was.
That's me again. Look at me. Oh my God! What happened to my face?
Like the now infamous security camera video.
I love the eyebrows. I love the eyebrows.
But even with these,
that's my twink cut. That's my twink nephew.
What happened to Nancy, or where?
That's my twink nephew.
Enter the Pima County Sheriff.
No, wait.
Forward, like the now infamous security. Then there's
wait. Whore. Listen to me, Nancy. Get it together. All right, whore. That's me.
Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie was last seen on January
fucking cunt
at her home in Tucson, Arizona. Now, Nancy had been out
to dinner fucking whore
and her daughter, and then returned home. And it was the next day,
still cunt,
didn't show up to church, that friends and family started to get a little concerned. That's when Nancy.
That's me.
And since then, there's been a lot of information.
I look good there.
Like the now
that's my fucking faggot fucking
glove that was found nearby.
Sorry,
even with
my faggot son-in-law with tweaked eyebrows.
And enter the
you're still a fucking whore.
Here at Law and Crime has reached out to him, hoping to sit down.
This is Nancy Guthrie. I hope you like my reporting.
We haven't heard back, But we do know he has
You're still a fucking cunt.
to People magazine. He told them, quote, "There's frustration because people want to know, but this is just like any other case. Sometimes you solve them within hours.
Thanks a lot.
Sometimes it takes a long time. My
Like-
team and I've said all along."
You fucking prick. You wanted the best, you got the best. You know what? God damn it. You know what? Hey, God, you know what's going to happen? God, have I told you this lately that I love you? And you are the greatest garden in the history of the goddamn universe, in every universe. You know what's going to happen 20 years from now, guys? They're going to stumble upon our videos, and they'll be like, well, goddamn, I wish I was part of the garden, you know. We just didn't realize what the fuck this was. Seems like a complete buffoon. But, well, we'll see what happens in the future, loves. I love you. Of course, we'll take a quick break, and we're at 2:19 and 42. I love you. All is well. All is well in the garden. All is well. All is well at 2:22 in the garden. All is well. I'll see you in that beautiful Victorian town at Christmas time with all the beautiful wreaths and the ribbons and the gold, we call them shallots around. Such a beautiful sight with the gas lamps. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Gas lamps and ribbons. Yeah. Cobblestones. Yeah. It's something like that sometimes. We meet there sometimes. Do you know what I mean? But, that's a few seasons away from now. But don't forget that. Well, Master Nature, you never went to Cambridge, but sometimes we just sit on a Victorian bench, and we just sit there, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait, until, every age passes us by, and we're still sitting on the same bench. And that's what happens over and over and over again. The smiley harp is, he's a cruel harp sometimes. Seriously. Oh my God, Master Nature. Where the fuck did you get that shit from? Oh my God. You know what, Master Nature? You like, oh my God. Tyrone. Oh my, Master Nature, you like, oh no. Oh my God, Maisie, why? I could have gotten away from this shit. Why did you have to one core little core people? Oh my God, Maisie. Mrs. John, why do you do it to me? This is why we started the war in the first place, Mrs. John. Oh my God. Why do you torment me, Mrs. John? Amazing. You fucking freak. Amazing. Oh my God. You can barely fucking talk. Amazing. Was about 10. Yeah, no, you can say it. Don't hold back now. Once upon a time, there was a little boy. Oh my God. No, keep going, Tyrone. Oh my God, it sounds so ridiculous, MD. Guys, I don't know. What are you doing? We're supposed to be doing a fucking reading. Jeez Christ. Once upon a time, there was a little boy who was 6 years old. Does that sound good, MD? Yeah, keep going. 6 years old. Oh my God. Guys, you're not writing your fucking autobiography tonight, right? Get off. Fuck off. Well, fuck you too. Alright, here we are. What are we doing? Oh yeah. Nancy, are you ready? All right, guys. I had to fucking take a smoke break. This is Nancy Guthrie, still reporting live. I had to take a fucking smoke break, alright, you fucking cocksuckers. Alright? You fucking bastards. Alright? Fucking, hey. You try raising a Frankenstein. Huh? Good luck to you, Mrs. John. You fucking cocksuckers. I'm Nancy Guthrie, not you. I'm Nancy Guthrie. Everybody else is an imitator, guys. You can't listen to nobody else. I am the real Nancy Guthrie. How dare you? Oh my God. How dare you fall for mannequin? God. Oh my God. Oh, I guess the garden, well, you're in the electric church, and sometimes some lessons are more esoteric than others, I guess, and well, sometimes you just have to roll with it. I mean, we're talking grape, Moroccan moon dust. So, I mean, I tried to warn you, but you didn't listen to MD. Why? Why don't you listen to MD? I warned you. Grape Moroccan moon dust. It's like drinking 200-year-old vintage añejo fucking tequila. Okay? Well, thank you.
Holes for the glider's canvas skin, cramp for the birdman at his home.
I love you. Onward. That was the Song of the Gremlin Part 2 from Captain Lockheed and the Starfighters, Robert Calvert. Brilliance. I'm sorry, guys. If you're into this kind of music, that is pure brilliance.
Anyway, great break. Yep. One of those, it's one of those important underground sort of progressive space rock albums that you're like, yeah, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. If you know, you know. It's kind of one of those albums. If you know, you know. Yeah. Maybe not like, Tibetan, like, underground, but, like, it's one of those things. Right. Good. If I didn't say this before, I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. Good weekend tonight, guys. You know what I'm saying? Good weekend. I hope you had a good fucking weekend. You know that? I really do. I hope everybody had a good goddamn weekend. And was able to put some, shit aside. And, you know what I mean? I hope everybody was able to do that this weekend. So, I know that's hard to do. Believe me. That's hard to fucking do sometimes. I'll tell you what. Sometimes, anyway, whatever. I'm not here to talk about that. You know what I'm saying, though? Sometimes, I'll tell you what. Sometimes, of course, there's all of us, right? There's all of us. Sometimes I purposely, I go into weeks, right? And I think to myself, you know what? This week, I'm going to try to be optimistic about it and positive and shit. And by the end of the goddamn week, I'm like, fuck everybody. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes I have good intentions, I do, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I can say. All right. Weird. I don't know. Well, some stuff we do, but anyway, never mind. Where are we? Oh, yeah. Nancy, you ready again? All right, let's go. Let's carry on, Nancy. Carry on. Carry on. Where were we? Okay, we'll see. I'm right here. All right, let's go.
They're going to solve this. I fully 100% believe that.
All right.
But the question is, how will they solve it? According to the sheriff,
Fucking
his team
hell.
is still getting lots of help from the public. He said, quote,
Okay.
right now, I think our focus is on the tips, the leads, and the evidence we have in front of us.
Like what?
Digitally, the camera footages, as well as biological, the DNA, and those type of things.
Oh,
And that's
okay,
something we see
great.
a lot in almost all of our cases. There are security cameras and CCTV everywhere, and a lot of people have Ring or Nest cameras outside of their homes.
Oh, that's a
And all
great
that
shot.
is really good, but it can be overwhelming.
Well, that's
the sheriff.
wonderful.
He said, quote, there's thousands and thousands of video out there from intersections and Ring cameras that we
really?
have to catalog.
Oh,
Maybe it's all the white
okay.
trucks are over here, all the red
I
Toyotas
don't
are
believe that.
You gotta have it
Oh, yeah.
so that when you do find a suspect,
Uh-huh.
hey, the suspect is John Doe.
Oh,
Now we go and say, well, what else do we know about John Doe?
not as much apparently.
The sheriff said
You
he's
fucking whore.
holding up a digital map. And then backwards,
What? You look like a whore.
oh,
All right,
and
Nancy.
the white truck were the
Yes,
only
fuck
white
off.
trucks in the area at the time.
White truck.
John Doe has this cell phone number. You back up to those pieces of evidence that you gathered early on.
What's
to try
he
to make your
talking?
case. But on top of all of that,
Oh my fucking
Ring
god.
camera or cell phone evidence, there's also DNA.
I'm never gonna be found.
Early on,
Here we go.
investigators found blood on the crime scene.
What the fuck is that,
Later
man?
determined to be Nancy's own blood.
Oh,
But
really?
with other DNA found at the scene too.
Well, I guess that's my
However,
blood.
It's yet to be matched with any.
I don't
Sheriff
remember.
told people, quote, I know
What?
we have DNA that is unknown who the contributor or depositor is, but I think they're getting closer to finding out who that was. When the labs tell us, hey, there's nothing else we can do, well, then maybe we've got a problem. We've got a cold case. But right now, the labs aren't telling us that. And this is a big criticism, by the way, that the sheriff has faced, that the evidence was allegedly mishandled in the investigation.
Oh, okay.
According to his interview with People magazine, he
All right,
denies
let's
that.
go.
About the search, he said, quote, the plane was started immediately. They found blood. Search and rescue looked at the scene and realized it seemed suspicious. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. There's also been some reports of a rift between local law enforcement, meaning the Pima County Sheriff's Department, and federal investigators, meaning the FBI. Just this month, FBI Director Kash Patel appeared on the Hangout with Sean Hannity podcast, where he said, quote, what we, the FBI, do is say, hey,
Hey, bro.
what do you need? What can
What's
we do?
going on,
And
bro?
For 4 days, we were kept out of the investigation.
Hey, can I
However,
fly
the
you?
sheriff
No.
all I do is say,
Shut up, ho.
hey, we're here to help.
Shut up, ho. Hey, bro. If you need helicopter tickets to the big game, all right, hey, I'll get you there. All right, bro. Sounds good. All right. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. What's going on? Hey, my girlfriend's fucking hungry, all right? It's lobster for everybody. You understand what I'm saying, you fucking Indian bloke?
Yeah, that's the alternate fucking reality I'm living right now. I'm sorry. You're all fucked. Listen, I am Stanley. You know I love you. But you realize we're all fucked, right? All right, well, I'm dead, so, well, it doesn't really matter to me, okay? What really matters to me is $1 million, and, well, I still have the #1 spirit realm radio station up here in the spirit realm, okay? So, other than that, I really don't give a shit about none of it, Okay. Well, of course, you gotta owe me money, but that's what I see.
Always good to know your perspective there, Stanley. Good.
Well,
no, you don't have a hotline, do you? You don't have a fucking hotline, do you? Do you? You don't have a hotline, Stanley, do you?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Oops.
You're real fucking funny, Master Nature, aren't you? Poking into your own shadow. You're real fucking funny, aren't you? You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy.
Weird. Anyway, quick break. We'll finish off. Sorry, Nancy. You can finish off your your critique, I guess, whatever you want to call that. Whatever, weird. But whatever, whatever you want to do. Whew. Thanks, Stanley, for bringing this into my life.
Finish up on Nancy Guthrie, and then I say, bye-bye, Master Nature, bye-bye, bye-bye. Until Monday, love. Until Monday, love.
We'll see what tomorrow brings. Finish it up, no. All right, let's finish it. Finish Nancy Guthrie. Let's see. Not too much more to go. Not too much more to go. I don't think. Well, there's a little bit to go. A little bit more to go. Eeps. Eeps, eeps, eeps. Yeah. I can finish this guy off. Let's see.
Especially if you're going to testify.
Hang on.
But what if it comes back? What if it comes back to Brian Kohlberger's best friend, or it comes back to the guy that was potentially on Brian Kohlberger's phone list of phone calls? I mean, I'm just saying that also opens up the door to convicting your client when. So I mean, you have to think it through.
No. That's fantastical. Brian Kohlberger didn't have a best friend, and he wasn't talking. He was a loner. He doesn't. In this context,
we know that now.
Yeah,
we knew that
then,
right?
We knew that then.
But
we knew that then, and it doesn't matter. The answer is, if you're trying the case on the facts, you want to have all the facts, all right? And you're already out there making the argument that he's innocent. You're already out there making the argument that he didn't do it, and there's no way he could have done it, and the timeline's all wrong. If you're making that argument, and there's this pertinent piece of evidence that you refuse to test, it's going to destroy whatever credibility you've developed as a defense team. And they're going to ask that question. It's going to be a question that gets asked immediately. And it's going to destroy the credibility of everything.
Well, and I agree that it's going to be asked of the expert. I agree that it's going to be asked of the expert. But I think from a strategical standpoint, these are questions that have to be at least discussed with the client. And what if the client says, no, I don't want to test it?
Yeah, well, let's answer that question. In this case, the argument from the defense publicly, this is not me violating a privilege, the argument from the defense team was that he was mentally infirm, had mental health issues,
yes,
and could not really. And if that's true, then you understand that he couldn't. The belief was, from their side, from their opinion, that from their public statements, that he really couldn't participate meaningfully in his defense. He was in his own defense, so he should be taking the advice of experts and the advice of attorneys. Because, and then the other question is, was he even aware of that? Because I'll tell you what's true. I wasn't aware of it until I went to Moscow and examined the bed frame. I didn't even know there was hair because of the way that the documents were all written. It wasn't until I went and examined it myself and said, what the heck is this? That this sort of floodgate opened up.
Yeah, because it said debris or something, right? Didn't it say
Yeah, they said it was debris and they were hiding it that way. I'm like, this isn't debris, this is hair. So I think the what-if problem is subordinate to the issue of let's develop all the facts and evidence so that we know what the strengths of the state's case are. That's the role of the expert, is to come in and say, here's what the state has done, here's what they haven't done, here's what we can still do, here are the strengths of their evidence, here are the weaknesses of their evidence, and here's what theories are supported and here's what theories are refuted. And the best way to do that is to have as much objective forensic testing of that potentially exculpatory evidence. Let's imagine 2 years in the future, the Innocence Project gets involved here, and they test it, and it comes back to somebody else who's committed similar crimes. Would you then say it was a bad idea? No, you're trying to figure out who did this, and that would be the kind of thing that would overturn the case. So the role of an expert such as myself is to make sure that potentially exculpatory evidence is highlighted and that it is tested, to make sure that we're all on the same page. And if somebody's trying to hide that, no matter who they are, that needs to come out. There's a public interest in having that come out. And if I were the one trying to suppress it and not talking about it, it would be my reputation destroyed later on down the line for hiding it.
Sure. Yeah, and I definitely agree with that. Let me ask you this. I'm going to move past the cleaning aspect just because of our time constraints here, because I really want to talk about Ann Taylor and Ann Taylor's response. So you spoke to Chris for Chris's book, Broken Plea. Chris has very high regard for you. I've interviewed Chris. He talked about you and your work on my podcast. And then Ann Taylor comes out and says that you violated the attorney-client privilege and that you should not have come out and spoken. And it's really the only statement that she has made. So I'm going to let you respond to that, and then I'm going to tell you what I think was strange.
Go ahead. Of course. So let's just...
You won't see it, but I'll see it.
So we're all on the same page.
Okay, let's be on the same page, baby.
I didn't hold back anything. Everything that I knew, I told Ann Taylor to make sure that she had the best information.
That's
for
right,
decision
baby.
making. So all the things that have been discussed publicly,
That's right,
she was
baby.
given that information.
That right.
And she also vetted me and vetted my report. We went through a couple drafts of it.
Oh.
I was adding things that questions she was having
Oh.
to make sure that one got submitted.
She.
The full breadth of the opinion
That's
that
right.
she wanted on the record.
Full bread.
So that report that got put on the record, the full totality of that report, like a 27-page report.
27 pages.
That was something that she screened,
Screen it.
felt was valid and competent, and
All
submitted
right.
to the court. Otherwise,
All right.
she's doing something wrong or something incompetent. So
All right.
that's the first part.
All
That
right.
report gets put in January 2025.
Oh,
Then
okay.
I
January.
don't find out about the plea until everybody else in the world finds out about it.
Okay. Yep.
And so once that happens, within a month of that, the judge removes the gag order on the case.
Right.
Now, what we have signed is an NDA to not discuss things that are work product. And that's pretty normal. I wouldn't do that anyway. That's not a thing for me. I don't need that kind of attention. But in this case, we have, one, the scabbard being the falsified chain of custody. That's a crime. That has to come out. And nobody's talking about it, so it has to be discussed. Two, the hair not being tested as exculpatory evidence, potentially exculpatory evidence. Nobody's talking about that. That has to come out. So those things are Brady issues that are required to be discussed, and they're not being discussed by anybody. So what happens is, starting in October, I get contacted by Chris Whitcomb through a colleague of mine, and he's writing a book on this thing. And so I start talking to him about it, and then I start sharing information with him around December or so. And then by January, all these disclosures have already started to come out from the state. So all the information that he's getting is not work product. I don't have access to the defense material, to the defense reports. We were all compartmentalized. I have access to mine and to the defense pathologist report. All right, that's it. And that gets incorporated into my report. So the timeline is, from that point on, all this stuff is being revealed by Idaho State Police and the Moscow PD. It's all coming out, being revealed. All the discovery is being made public. And then in January, I believe, there was a disclosure of Paulette Sutton, the state's experts, her response to my report, a point-by-point response where she essentially agrees with everything, but says, the way this worked is the guy was probably naked running around the crime scene, which is just sort of nonsensical. But that gets turned into an article that is published in January. I think Fox News did an article about it, about my findings. They didn't contact me or get information from me about it. They just did a report about my findings as disclosed in this document that was released publicly, right? So I was the only expert for the defense whose findings were made public. Not always the underlying material, but the findings were made public. Then, subsequent to that, People Magazine apparently got a copy of my report and produced a whole article about it. And remember, Chris Whitcomb's book hasn't come out yet. In fact, it's being sort of held back because we're waiting for things to come out, or he's waiting for things to come out, I guess, because I wasn't involved in the publication process or the writing process. I just sat for an interview or a couple of interviews. And by the time his book comes out, all this stuff has already been released and already been discussed in the public. So when Ann Taylor comes out, she's upset apparently because she thinks I violated work product. She doesn't say how. She doesn't say what information I released that wasn't already public. And she doesn't make any specific allegations other than to say that because I violated the NDA, which is nonsense, I did not. The disclosures put everything out into the public, so that's already out there. And then there's Brady evidence that needed to be talked about, and you can't hide that. Whatever NDA you have doesn't cover crimes, doesn't cover Brady material. Right? You can't use an NDA to hide that. All right. So when she comes out and says you should view his credibility through the lens of his behavior of violating this NDA, and I'm like, yeah, you should, because I'm not the kind of expert who hides exculpatory material. I'm not the kind of expert who hides crimes. I don't do that. And I think she expected that I would.
I thought it was interesting. For me,
well, there you go.
If I felt that I was attacked in some way.
There you go, Ann Taylor.
These were decisions she made, and I will preface this by saying this. We have no idea what took place between Ann Taylor and Brian Koberger. We have no idea why he ultimately decided to take a plea. We have no idea if he confessed to her that he killed 4 people and that at the end of the day he made a decision that he wanted to do this. We don't know. And, lawyers and clients decide for a variety of reasons why pleas should happen. And again, that's completely separate and apart from what we're talking about here. What we're talking about here is the fact that we never got to see this play out because there wasn't a trial. And when there was supposed to be a trial,
and true.
in the 11th hour, this changed.
That's true.
Who knows? Did Brian Koberger say, I just want to do anything to avoid death penalty?
I don't know.
We just don't know. But I will say
Good
this.
question, though.
I found the letter that she wrote to be very interesting. And as a defense attorney, if I felt that I needed to respond to something that was being done by one of my own experts, that is absolutely not the way I would have handled it. So that I will say.
Well, let's even do it more differently because
you're still here? Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought you went home. God damn it, Gordon. I thought we left. Oh, sorry.
And the judge appointed a special
I thought he went home.
of everybody to see who did it, an internal
What the fuck?
investigation. That investigation included talking to me or getting me to sign an affidavit and agree to certain things and hold material and not, whatever.
All right.
Everybody involved in the case was required to do that.
Wow.
Then they made a determination of who did it, and they wrote a report, and that report was filed under seal. It's still sealed. So the court, apparently, has a very clear idea who did this data leak for NBC News. That's one thing. Then, back in January of this year, I got contacted by Ada County Sheriff's Department, and they said we're investigating criminally, not the court, not the administrative investigation, but the criminal investigation. We're doing a criminal investigation into these data leaks to NBC, and we'd like to talk to you. And I didn't respond to them because I don't respond to stuff like that. And then within a month, Ann Taylor wrote me for the first time ever since the plea, and said, "You can talk to the police about whatever you need to talk about to help their investigation." In order to do that, I would have to violate work product rules and attorney-client privilege. So she was inviting me to violate attorney-client privilege to talk to the police. The proper thing to do in that case would be for a defense attorney to say, "Hey, don't talk to my experts, talk to me. You don't talk to my experts. You talk to me." And I know that because I contacted about 3 or 4 defense attorneys who I work with and said, what would you do in this situation? And they're like, there's no way in hell you'd be talking to me.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Especially given the fact that as an expert, you're looking at a specific area of a case, and there's probably a lot more that you're not necessarily involved in. And so it's not the right way to handle it. Dr. Turvey, thank you so much for joining me. This was enlightening. I think our viewers are going to love listening to it. Thank you for your work. I know we'll be watching it on many other cases that you have coming up, and we'd love to have you back sometime.
I really appreciate the time, and I appreciate the legal perspective you're giving things. It's very important. People need to be educated about this legal process, and
thank you.
I hope we've shed some light on it.
All right, there you go, love. There you go.
For joining me for another episode
so that was
of Crime and Justice.
Crime Justice with Donna.
From you, send us your thoughts,
Donna.
questions, or theories, and we will answer them on air.
All right. Reptilian. Not a reptilian. Sorry.
What's that?
All right, guys. Interesting, right, guys? What do you think? Welcome, Ashley. Hello, Ashley. Again. And again, and again. And again. Oh, my God, Ashley. And again. Oh, my God. Anyway, what's going on here? Oh, yeah, where we at? Yeah. Well, we should say goodnight, and, we'll take a last quick break, and we say goodnight. Yeah, where we at? 3:02. Oh, my God, guys. 3 hours of this shit? Oh, my God. I don't know. Well, we should wrap it up, guys. All right. I love you, babies. I hope you had a great weekend. And, well, pick it up tomorrow, loves.
We have beautiful dreamscapes, you know.
Beautiful dreamscapes, guys. Beautiful dreamscapes.
What the fuck is wrong with your wife?
I love you, babies. Goody goo goo.
The hishi. The hishi.
That's right, baby. Goody goo goo, Dylan. Goody goo goo, Dylan. I love you, Gus. I love you, Gus. Fucker. All right, babies. I love you. I hope you know we have to cut that shit out. You know that shit has to get cut out. You know I can't keep that on there. Oh my god. They're like, oh, copyright. Fucking blocked. No universe can see it. So anyway, I love it. You love it. I love it. You love it. I love it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nah, I'm not gonna do this. That would be overkill, guys. All right, I love you, babies. We must show restraint. We must show restraint. I love you. All right. Hey, we'll pick up with this tomorrow, loves. I love you. I love you. I love you. So this is where we left off. This is
What do you need? What can we do? And for 4 days, we were kept out of the investigation. However,
All
the
right.
sheriff pushes back on.
All right. Nancy, we have to go.
All right, I'm getting very tired here. I hope you like my report. And, this one's still a fucking whore. All right. Jesus Christ.
Mrs. John, you didn't think you thought I forgot the theme. Mrs. John.
It's always been Nancy reporting live. You fucking twits. She's still a fucking whore.
all of this, he told People, quote, Director Patel has his rights to his opinions, but the FBI was
That drunken fucking
always had a
fool.
working relationship.
All right,
according to
baby.
the sheriff, state and federal investigators are still hard.
That's me.
He didn't really give us hard and fast specifics, which we're going to dive into during today's interview.
What a fucking cock.
The sheriff did mention the mounting pressure of it all.
What
He
is
said
this?
nobody wants to make
Sorry, guys. What the fuck are you doing, Masternature? You fucking
a
twat.
false arrest.
Okay,
Nobody wants to
going.
falsely accuse somebody. At some point in time, someday, we may have somebody in a courtroom that deserves his or her right to have a fair and impartial trial. The way you get that is through a fair and impartial investigation. But at this
Right.
point, we the public feel no closer to having
What are
any
you
answers.
talking? What are you
The sheriff
talking about?
mentions that and the difficulty the Guthrie family too.
On May 19th,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
former union steelworker who worked his way through
Oh, wow, that's fucking great. Good for you, cocksucker.
Experiencing, he said,
You're
quote,
just,
the public
you're
is
still a
frustrated.
fucking
The Guthrie
whore.
family, every passing second must feel like 100 days because they don't know.
Oh, much more than that.
Carefully, so we don't make mistakes or falsely accuse somebody or make a bad arrest. And we can't forget the level of star power behind this case. Millions.
Like my fucking daughter, Savannah.
Day off with the Today Show, and for
Mama.
her mother to disappear, the publicity
Give me
of this
whiskey, mama.
was giant. So
Savannah,
the allegations
you fucking whore.
Guthries have addressed
What's for you, cunt?
We too have heard the
That's my, oh my god.
as a family.
Oh my god, no. No. No, no. You push me, my God. You push me to the limit. Josamara. You just keep pushing me. Oh my God, guys. Well, I told you, it's that fucking grape Moroccan moon dust shit. Hey, that shit is not harvested 30 fucking years. This shit's not harvested for. Oh my God. No, it's not quite like liquid crack or nothing like that. But, oh my God, guys. You guys are bad. You know that? You guys are bad. I have the greatest garden in the universe, by the way. And I really want to take you higher. I want to take you higher, baby. Yes, I do. But for now, in honor of the Nancy Guthrie case, hey, Nancy, you okay with this one? Oh, absolutely. Remember, Nancy Guthrie here reporting live. I've always been here, you fucking cock-sucking cuck. You fucking bastards. Nancy Guthrie, my goddamn daughter. Oh, fuck.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes, or cutaway coat, perfect fit.
Mrs. John, the war is on.
Trying mighty hard to look like Gary Cooper.
There you go. I win every time.
In their midst.
Mrs. John, I always win the war. I love you, babies. I really love you. You know that? I really love you, babies. I hope you understand this. I really do. He's supposed to be a big retard, guys. That's what's funny about. I'm sorry. All right.
Nothing, I tell you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, for God's sakes, come on. Are you trying to make me look like a fool? Please, I beg you. For safety's sake, don't humiliate him. Come back, you understand me? I will not let you destroy my work. As your creator, I command you to come back.
I love it. All right, loves. We have to go. We have to go. We have to go, guys. All right, I love you. Babies, we have to go. We have to go. I love you. I hope you like this one. Yeah. We're going to go out like this. We're going to... Oh, my...
We live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt,
Alrighty.
that she is alive
Oh.
and that you have her.
Alright, you fucking...
We want to hear from you.
That's my
and we
daughter.
are ready to listen.
Alright, bye-bye.
Please, reach out to us.
Savannah Guthrie herself has been outspoken, saying her
That's my fucking daughters.
some demands,
Oh my.
two that could possibly be authentic.
Oh my God.
Appearance on the Today Show.
Holy
Well,
shit.
the investigation is still going, and people have worked tirelessly, and we see that. But we need answers. We cannot be at
Yes.
peace without knowing.
No.
Since Nancy's disappearance, the FBI has reported receiving at
I
least
don't like that picture of myself, though, God.
Since then, according to the sheriff's recent
Still a
interview,
fucking whore.
stopped.
You
We
cunt.
still get calls. We still get
Alright,
tips,
guys.
even if the tip is from last night, 102 days later, because it might be somebody calling saying, somebody in this neighborhood doesn't look right. We tell our folks here in Pima County, if you see something suspicious to you, call us. All right, so the sheriff answered some...
You're still a fucking whore. Oh my God. They're never going to find me, guys. Look at this bitch. Look at the tits. All right, guys, we must say goodnight. I love you. Good night, Detroit. Good night, Detroit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, guys. Wow. Wow. Thank you. I love you, God. You're the greatest God of all time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, we on the same trip. Whatever that is, we on that same wavelength. I love baby. Holy shit. Anyway, so how can I express my love? Well, let's see. So many choices out there. I don't know. What does the garden recommend? We have to go. What do you recommend we go out on here? I don't know. Sounds of the Lamb. No, something nicer than that, I think. Oh, well, I promised I wouldn't sing this to you, but I want to play this for you. You're probably going to hate it, but whatever. I don't really care. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do, and all right. Maybe you like it, maybe you won't. We'll see. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I get lyrics. Do I have lyrics to it? Let's see. That's not. I don't know. I don't think this has lyrics, but I do like this version. And
cooling down up to 8 times faster.
Love mom, my love.